Dear students, welcome to the comprehensive learning series initiated by Department of Civil Engineering at Christ College of Engineering, Irnalakuda. I am Tina Johnson, Assistant Professor from Department of Civil Engineering. In this session, we will be discussing the previous year PSC and SSC MCQ questions from structural analysis. Coming to the first question, we have the number of reaction component at a hinged support. We have the options: option A 2, option B 1, option C 3 and option D 0. So now let's see what are the different types of external supports. We have fixed support. It is the support in which two force reactions and one moment reaction is developed. Both the translations and rotations are restricted in fixed support. Normally, beams and columns in commercial and residential building is an example for a fixed support. Next we have hinged or pinned support. It is the support in which translations are restricted and rotations are allowed. Two force reactions are developed. The example for hinged support are bicycle stand, door hinge, etc. For trusses, usually pinned support is provided. Then we have roller support. What is a roller support? As the name suggests, it can roll. Movement is possible in a horizontal direction. One force reaction is developed. These types of supports are usually used in the bridges because these supports will allow the structure to expand and contract with the temperature changes. Other example for the roller support is skating shoe, in which we can observe the rotation as well as horizontal movement but cannot see any vertical movement. Hence the reaction exists only in the vertical direction, that is perpendicular to the object. And lastly we have a guided support. It is the support in which one force reaction and one moment reaction is developed. That is, one translation is possible for guided support. So the answer for the first question will be option A 2. Now let's see what is the second question. If the number of members provided is more than the requirement, then the frame is classified as option A perfect frame, option B redundant frame, option C deficient frame and option D portal frame. So now let's see what is the definitions. We all know the correlation M is equal to 2J minus 3, where M denotes the number of members and J denotes the number of joints. So what is a perfect frame? Perfect frame is the frame in which it composed of members which are just sufficient to keep the frame in equilibrium when the frame is supporting any external load. That is, the number of members M is equal to 2J minus 3, then that is termed as a perfect frame. Coming to the deficient frame. What is a deficient frame? If the number of members in a frame is less than 2J minus 3, then the frame is known as a deficient frame. So deficient frame is the frame in which the required reactions are not provided. Then coming to the redundant frame. If the number of members M is more than 2J minus 3, then the frame is known as a redundant frame. That is, a redundant frame will be always provided with extra reactions required for the stability of the structure. Okay, so then what is a portal frame? So portal frame can be defined as two-dimensional rigid frames that have the basic characteristics of a rigid joint between column and beam. The main objective of portal frame is to reduce bending moment in the beam, which allows the frame to act as one structural unit. So the answer for the second question will be option B redundant frame. Coming to the third question. The reaction in a statically determinate structure can be obtained by, we have the option A equilibrium equations only, option B equilibrium and compatibility equation, option C equilibrium, compatibility and stress strain relations, option D none of the above. So to get the answer for the above question, let's see what is determinate structures and what is indeterminate structures. So determinate structures are the structures in which it is analyzed by the use of basic equilibrium equations. That is, we will be using sigma h is equal to 0, sigma v is equal to 0 and sigma m is equal to 0 to determine the unknown support reactions. And the examples for determinate structures are simply supported beams, cantilever beams, single and double overhanging beams and three-hinged arches. Then what is a redundant or indeterminate structures? It is the structures which are not capable of being analyzed by the mere use of basic equilibrium equations. So along with the equilibrium equations, some extra conditions are also required to determine the unknown reactions. That extra conditions are known as compatibility conditions. So the examples for the redundant structures are the continuous beam, fixed beams, fixed arches, two-hinged arches, etc. So the answer for the third question will be option A, equilibrium equations only. So we have our fourth question. The number of equations of static equilibrium available for a space frame. We have the options. Option A, 3, option B, 9, option C, 6 and option D, 4. So the number of equilibrium equations for a space frame is asked in the question. So we all know that for a space frame there will be 6 equations of equilibrium. That is, sum of forces in all the 3 directions will be 0. Likewise, sum of moments in all the 3 directions will be 0. That is, sigma fx is equal to 0, sigma fy is equal to 0, sigma fz is equal to 0. And sigma mx is equal to 0, sigma my is equal to 0 and sigma mz is equal to 0. So the answer for this question will be option C, 6 equations of equilibrium is available for a space frame. Coming to the fifth question, the degree of static indeterminacy of a rigid jointed space frame is. We have the options. Option A, m plus r minus 2j. Option B, m plus r minus 3j. Option C, 3m plus r minus 3j. And option D, 6m plus r minus 6j. We all know that the degree of static indeterminacy can be calculated from the equation total number of available static unknowns minus available equations of equilibrium. So the total number of static unknowns can be calculated from internal member forces plus support reactions. So here we have to calculate the degree of static indeterminacy of a rigid jointed space frame. So in a space frame, in each member, 6 member reactions can be generated. That is 1 axial force, 2 shear forces and 3 moment reactions. So if M denotes the number of members, then the total internal member forces is equal to 6 into M is equal to 6M and the total number of static unknowns is equal to 6M plus R. Now we have to calculate the equations of equilibrium. So we all know that there are 6 equations of equilibrium that can be applied in one joint. So if there are j number of joints, then the total number of available equations of equilibrium will be 6j. So hence the degree of static indeterminacy of a rigid jointed space frame ds is given as 6m plus r minus 6j. So the answer for the fifth question will be option D, 6m plus r minus 6j. Sixth question. For a redundant frame, if number of members is m and number of joints is j, then which of the following relations will be satisfied? We have the options. Option A, m is greater than 2j minus 3. Option B, m is less than 2j minus 3. Option C, m is less than 2 into j minus 3. And option D, m is greater than 2 into j minus 3. This is already discussed. That is, for a redundant frame, we know that number of members m is always greater than 2j minus 3. That is, these redundant structures are the structures provided with extra reactions required for the stability of structure. So, the answer for the question number 6 is option A, m is greater than 2j minus 3. So, coming to the seventh question, it is a match the following question. Number of members is denoted by the letter M, number of joints is denoted by J and number of reaction element is denoted by R. So here they are asking the degree of static indeterminacy of plane frame, space truss and plane truss. So now let's discuss what it is. We all know that the degree of static indeterminacy is given from the equation total number of available static unknowns minus available equations of equilibrium. So here the total number of available static unknowns is again given by the equation internal member forces plus support reaction, that is M plus R. So to calculate the degree of indeterminacy for a 2D truss, 3D truss and also for a 2D frame, first we have to calculate the internal member forces. We all know that in truss only one axial reaction is generated in each member, that is either compression or tension. So the total internal member forces for a 2D truss and also for a 3D truss is given by 1 into M is equal to M, where M denotes the total number of members. Now for a 2D frame, we all know that for a plane frame, 3 member reactions can be generated in each member, that is axial force, shear force and also moment. So the total internal member forces for a 2D frame is given by 3 into M is equal to 3M. So the total number of static unknowns for a 2D truss and for a 3D truss is given by M plus R, and total number of static unknowns for a 2D frame is given by 3M plus R. Now we have to calculate the available equations of equilibrium. So if J denotes the number of joints, then the equilibrium equations will be applied to each joints. Then the available equations of equilibrium for a 2D truss will be 2J, and for a 3D truss it will be 3J, and available equations of equilibrium for a 2D frame it will be 3J. So at last, for calculating ds, we can combine these formulas and obtain the degree of static indeterminacy for a 2D truss as ds is equal to M plus R minus 2J, and degree of static indeterminacy for a 3D truss, it is ds is equal to M plus R minus 3J, and degree of static indeterminacy for a 2D frame, it is ds is equal to 3M plus R minus 3J. So the answer for this match the following question will be like this. So option A will be correct. Now let's see the 8th question. Calculate static indeterminacy of the frame shown below. We have the options option A 1, option B 2, option C 3 and option D 4. So here we are asked to determine the static indeterminacy of a 2D rigid frame. ds is equal to 3M plus R minus 3J. Here we have the total number of members, M is equal to 6, and for a fixed support the number of reactions is 3, and for the roller support the number of reactions is 1. So total number of reactions R is equal to 4, and the number of joints J is equal to 6. Substituting these values to the equation, we will be getting the degree of static indeterminacy as 4. So the answer for the question will be option D 4. Coming to the 9th question, the static indeterminacy of propped cantilever beam is equal to, we have the options option A 3, option B 2, option C 1 and option D 0. So what is a propped cantilever beam? So it is the beam in which one of the end is having a fixed support and other end is placed on a roller support. So we are having the reactions as shown. So we want to calculate the static indeterminacy of a propped cantilever beam. So we know that the unknowns here are RA, RB and MA. So the equilibrium equations available are sigma V is equal to 0 and sigma M is equal to 0. So the number of unknowns are 3 and the number of equilibrium equations available are 2. So the static indeterminacy can be calculated by 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. So the degree of static indeterminacy for a propped cantilever will be 1 and the answer will be option C 1. Coming to the 10th question, we have the plane frame shown aside is, we have the options option A statically indeterminate but stable, option B unstable, Option C, determinate and stable. Option D, none of the above. So firstly, to understand whether the structure is determinate or indeterminate, or to understand whether it is stable or unstable, first we have to calculate the degree of static indeterminacy. So the degree of static indeterminacy for a 2D rigid frame is given by ds is equal to 3m plus r minus 3j minus rr. Here the term rr is present due to the presence of an internal hinge in the frame. RR is given by m dash minus m, where m dash denotes the number of members connected at internal hinge. So here in the internal hinge, 2 members are connected. So the value of RR is equal to 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. And we are having 3 members, and at the hinge support we are having 2 reactions, and the roller support we are having 1 reaction. So total number of reactions R is equal to 3, and total number of joints we are having is equal to 4. So substituting all these values in this equation, we will get the degree of static indeterminacy as minus 1. Then to understand whether it is stable or unstable, we want to look into this chart. So here we can see the ds for our question, we got it as minus 1. So if ds is less than 0, then the structure will be determinate and unstable. So by evaluating the options, the right answer for the question will be option B, unstable. So these are the 10 questions from the part static indeterminacy of structural analysis. Thank you for watching.